I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama for the 1st of August 2020, and today is New Dog Day. That dog, to be exact. We are finally able to go pick up our foster dog. We've been waiting and waiting. We did not even get an in-home visit like we were supposed to get, and the time came that it was time to go get Lula, the sweet little Boston Terrier who is exploring the yard. And so Dominica and I got up this morning and drove way over to a little outside Tyler, Texas, where we were met by the foster family that has been housing Lula for the last several weeks or last few months. I'm not really sure. And she's been living with a couple of Bostons there, and we are taking her at this point. She has heartworm is the big issue, and so because she's old and has a lot of medical conditions, she is going to be staying with us. Probably the expectation is 18 months or so until we're able to get her healthy, and then she's up for adoption at that time. Of course, that means there's a good chance we're going to just be keeping her because she is somewhere between 10 and 12 years old. I'm going to swing around so you can see her here. Here's our little girl. If I can reach her. Nope, can't quite reach her. And so she is elderly, very stiff, does get around some, a little bit snarky, but she is pretty sweet. A very tiny little Boston Terrier. So we went over to Tyler, drove out there. It's a bit of a drive. It's not terrible. And it's Rachel's hometown. Got out there, had to stop at a cafe. This is the most I have been out of the house since definitely March, maybe February. And and maybe a bit before that, I don't even know. Drove way out there and had to stop at this cafe and wait. So I went in to get coffee, and yeah, just what you would expect in Texas. It was several people, no social distancing, no one doing face masks, and of course it was a little, religious cafe, as they do to sponsor things, and it's exactly the crowd of not caring about other people that you would expect. So the people working there were very nice and had masks on, as is required by law, but the people who were just hanging out and making it the cafe they weren't even buying anything. This is just people hanging out. Not a single person with face masks. Yeah, those people. And so that is why Texas has such a terrible infestation. Yeah, so anyway, so we met up with the foster family of Lula and probably spent about half an hour at the cafe talking about her condition and her state and getting her handed over to us. And there she is. And then we put her in the car, and she did pretty well riding home. She's so tiny that a harness is a real problem, but she came back with us, and it was definitely a rough first day. Very hard for her to adjust, and she and Mia cannot be anywhere near each other. They just go at each other, as new dogs will. So that's not too surprising. It's going to take a few weeks for them to adjust to each other. Hopefully they do. But we do like her very much. She is very sweet, and we finally have our foster Boston Terrier after months of waiting for that process to happen. And every couple days Luciana says, didn't we order a Boston Terrier? Where's our Boston Terrier? I'm waiting for that dog. And now we have one. So that is where we are, and that is what's going on today. I'm going to come down and let her be on camera. Look, is that you? Do you see yourself? What do you think, little dog? Oh, are you getting in on this? Yeah. So I don't normally do that. So yes, we're very excited. Very excited that we have this Boston, and we will see how fostering goes, because it's not like a dog dying, but it's still, you have to give up a dog when they find the right home and go on. And so we will see what all that entails when we get her healthy, and how attached we are, and how much she's a part of our family, and all of that. So we have no idea what's going to happen with this dog, but we have her for now, and we are treating her as part of the family, as you do with a foster. And so her name is Lula, the Boston Terrier. She does not respond to her name in any way. We're not actually convinced that that is her name, but what are you going to do? We have no idea what her name might be. We really don't know much about her history. The rumor is that she was pretty abused, and has a lot of unfortunate history, And so hopefully we can give her a much better quality of life, at least for the last several years. Anyway, thanks for joining me. It is Saturday here, so that was really pretty much our whole day was doing dog stuff. We'll see everybody tomorrow.